Hi everyone, we're here at Deliver 2026 in Amsterdam. This is the 11th event in the Deliver series. It's the 6th event in Amsterdam, and CEP Research is once again a media partnership for this event. It's been once again a very intensive event here in Amsterdam, 2 very packed days full of meetings, conversations and discussions. And for us as CEP Research, this is a great opportunity to really talk to customers, to network, to meet new people, and really try to get a feeling for the pulse of the industry, which we then report on in our news articles. I think for us, some of the highlights of this year have certainly been the state of the market, which is very difficult. Everybody knows that the economy is not in a good place in Europe at the moment. So, of course, a lot of retailers and carriers are discussing quite basic topics such as volumes, capacities, and prices, as usual. If we think about the conference sessions, there were many different topics. I would highlight certainly AI, which is, of course, one of the biggest topics in the entire industry at the moment. There, it was very much a question of how AI will be playing a role in both e-commerce and also e-delivery in future. And several speakers spoke about the topic of bots buying and selling from other bots. So let's see what happens there. Of course, sustainability is another big issue for everybody. There, it really is a question of how companies can try to ensure that they can really offer truly sustainable products and services that are not just greenwashing. So once again, there, I think many of the discussions will be continuing there. Third, and perhaps the final point, would be that the role of women as leaders in the industry, both in the e-commerce space and also at logistics companies, was again coming up the agenda here. There were several sessions dedicated to that. And of course, it's a challenge for the industry. It remains a challenge for the industry to tackle the very important topic of gender equality at all companies, to try to ensure that women have opportunities to move up through the ranks into middle management, into senior management, and eventually to take over executive roles in a much bigger way than they are at the moment. So those are a few thoughts from our side for 2026. We hope that you found this summary interesting, and please keep your eye on CEP Research for more news, more articles from this year's event. We hope to keep you well informed in the future. Thank you.